made his presence felt, the way that he has built up this team, and just as a fan, according to me, given the team a chance to believe in themselves. And I think that that's what you really require for a young team, to be told that you can do it. Talking of which, both sides of the fence, of course, do have fairly young lads. Just one or two experienced contenders in Cambodia. Niski will leave this tournament feeling very proud. Regardless of the goal scored, he's put on a great show. And that's our main referee, Mohamed Kamil. And here we go with Cambodia kick-starting proceedings. Once again, this is a Group A encounter in the ASEAN Hyundai Cup 2026. Cambodia playing gracious host to Timor-Leste, and that's pretty much where, the politeness of the welcome ends. From here on, it's a contest. So early throw-in opportunity for Timor-Leste. I do believe the idea would be to try and create opportunities, get the ball away from their area as soon as they can. Gustavo thrusting it forward. Did have the opportunity of watching him in action when he was going through the ranks. Have watched him play for club as well. I really do love his style of playing, Senevio Gustavo. He brings that, and I said this before, that the lads from Timor-Leste bring a very different style of football to the pitch, and that's so needed in this tournament. And that's a brand of street football which has tricks and skills. Barudo getting it to it just in time. Needs to really, pull that away. And I've always believed that over a period of time, there are very few footballers who actually bring street football, which, when you talk about it, it sounds like it's just, any other, run-of-the-mill sport, but it isn't. It calls for extreme skill. Because that's where you've got to talk about Niski coming out of position, had his eye on the ball there. Well, the guardian of the Timor-Leste goal has done well. Trust Cambodia to, make a call. Almost sneaked up one on the opposition. I do believe the Timor-Leste defense will have to just take a, look back at that. Jom. Well, able to clear the danger. Here's Perugia right behind it. Well, sidesteps it to Gustavo. Gustavo needs to get it ahead. Well, Sowan holding on. And I do believe that that's really where it counts. So corner opportunity. And I just said this earlier, Koji Gyotoku and, say Pedro, absolutely marvelous coaches to work with the younger players to really turn them into the prime athletes they are, in the game that we see in front of us. Definitely an opportunity to make it count here. There's a quick run that we saw from Rangel earlier. It's going to be another throw-in opportunity taken by Perugia. I do believe, still eyeing, a chance, but not for too long. Mizuno, very quick with the clearance this year. They've been well matched. Some really lightning quick, attacks coming in from Timor-Leste. Cambodia got close enough as well. Dylan Niski being called into action. And I can only say this, if these two teams keep that up through this entire game, what a crack-off a match this is going to be. It does look like we've got a bit of a casualty there. Alisser clashing with Rangel, but Rangel's back up and about. While Cambodia do have a mission to pursue, and that would be to find the breakthrough. Big movement there. Samuel gets it to Alisir. Alisir slipping it to Soka. Soka's got to find his man and finds a Verudo instead, who's able to head that ball away just in time. Here's Olagar Malik. Malik playing a little bit deeper today than usual. Does play up front, and I've seen him move up in the last few minutes, but well, I think he's fairly sorted when it comes to, you know, stopping attacks or doing his best to try and stop them. And it's 1-0 Team Cambodia, as a Soknet just really came ahead with that absolutely marvelous strike. And it was really that assist from Soka that made it count. Fantastic assist, fantastic execution, 1-0 Team Cambodia. So it took a good bit of time to find that breakthrough, but while Soka really helped splitting that Timor-Leste defense, and I think that really made such a huge impact in terms of, well, how that goal played out. So wonderful strike from Soknet, wonderful assist from Soka. So all said and done, it does look like it's going to be, well, a tough one here, because Timor-Leste will have to draw one back as soon as possible, restore parity. That'll definitely be foremost on their minds. But Cambodia still very much with it. Here's Sathi. He's got jump to contend with, and that, of course, will send him back to, well, his team side for Sathi. Flag from the assistant referee. And I do like the way that Team Cambodia has been crafting their passes. They've gone in for the long pass a couple of times over. They've been fairly accurate. Took a bit of time to actually get into the rhythm, but when they found it, they did strike first blood. So 1-0 as it stands. So 20 minutes plus, getting towards the end of that first quarter, and it's It's been a fast-paced affair. Ali Sir. Straight off here to Eric Silva. Eric finds John. Can't help but feel a tad bit, well, awful for Dylan Niski, the Timor-Leste keeper. Well, that one just got past him earlier when Team Cambodia found the breakthrough. And you got to credit really the brilliance of that assist coming from, well, Soka. The 16's on collision coast, one a striker, one a defender. That's Thevet and John. Here's Eric Silva. It's off to Gustavo. Quick pass back from Zion Cruz to Varudo. John. Rangel. Up in the air and well placed. Would expect a change, but that's put away by Kim Hoi. Well, able to punch that away just in time. Always an opportunity in disguise, if you ask me. Here's Gustavo. On collision coast there with Bento. They've had a few well, conversations just like that right through the last few minutes, and I think the lads just getting acquainted. Soka will take the kick. It's actually got to grant it back to Timor-Leste because it did go Timor-Leste's way. Rangelo Farugia. We've got to take a call on who's going to, well, take it first. Or are they going to go in for a set piece? I think that's really the question here. So Rangel with it, and that's punched away just in time. Well played by Kim Hoi, and that's just before, well, Jump could get to it. I think he's taken a bit of a knock as well. And Bento's got it back at his feet. Here's Ali Sir. It's back to Ali Sir. He'll send it to Bento. Bento to Soka. Ali Sir, and I do believe he has Mizuno. The Team Cambodia might just try and stretch this one out. Keep that lead. Come back refreshed with the change in game plan. And probably stick to the same strategy. So one. John sends that ahead. Putting that into space might not always be the best. Rangel does what he can. And so does Farugia with those deliveries. So under a minute left before we have our official referee Mohammed Kamil, who will blow the whistle. I won't say it's a tactic, but I do believe Team Cambodia will just ride this last minute out. It's Mizuno. Samuel, not going to call it tiki-taka, but well, just organize the movement that we're looking at from the lads in blue. Here's Ali Sir. Soka. And Ali Sir with the long ball. Oh, that's a perfect pass. Well received by Sowan. And Sowan almost knocking that in. Jom sticks a foot out. It's a corner for Team Cambodia. And what a sigh of relief there for, well, Timor-Leste for the time being before that corner could be taken. And our referee, well, blowing the whistle. So it's the end of the first period in the ASEAN Hyundai Cup matchup between Cambodia and visitors Timor-Leste. It's been a constructive one for the home team, as the Cambodian lads will take a single goal lead into the break on the back of that lovely assist from Soka and a bullet from the head from Soknet. So at halftime, it's Cambodia 1, Timor-Leste 0 at the Morodok Techo National Stadium in Phnom Penh. We'll be back with you when second half resumes in just a little bit. So don't go anywhere, and you can continue to stay.